Good morning to all. In this video lecture, we are going to know about speed control methods of three-phase induction motor. At the end of this video lecture, student can understand clearly about two types of speed control with its classifications for three-phase induction motor. Also, we can understand conventional speed control methods for stator side control. In general, speed control of three-phase induction motor is classified into two. First one for stator side control, next one for rotor side control. Stator side control furtherly classified into four: stator voltage control, stator frequency control, V by F control, pole changing method. Then rotor side control, it is also classified into three. First one adding external resistance in the rotor circuit, next one cascade control, last one slip power recovery scheme. We are going to know about conventional method of speed control. First we have taken stator voltage control, simply called as SVC. The speed of the induction motor can be controlled by varying the stator voltage. In this method, supply frequency is constant. The stator voltage can be controlled by two methods. First one using auto transformer, next one using resistors. Let us take the first one. Three-phase auto transformer is connected between three-phase AC supply and three-phase induction motor. Three-phase auto transformer receives fixed AC voltage from three-phase mains, and from the secondary of three-phase auto transformer we are providing supply to the stator part of three-phase induction motor. By varying three-phase auto transformer, we can vary the supply voltage to the three-phase induction motor so that we can control the speed. Next one using primary resistors. Here we have taken three resistors for three phases R, Y, B. At starting time, these resistors are connected in maximum position. By varying the resistor from maximum to minimum, we can control the speed of three-phase induction motor. Here torque is directly proportional to square of supply voltage. It is very simple method, but it has one important disadvantage that more power losses occurs in the primary resistors. So we are preferring always the first one, that is using auto transformer. Next one, frequency control. This is also coming under stator side control. For that we have to know the basic synchronous speed equation, that is Ns is equal to 120 degree F by P. Here 120 degree is the phase difference between any two phases. F is supply frequency, P is number of poles. The EMF V1 induced in the stator winding of the induction motor is 4.44 F phi T phase kW. Phi is flux per pole, kW is winding factor, F is frequency of stator supply, T phase is number of turns in the stator winding. If the frequency of the stator supply changes, the magnitude of V1, that is supply voltage, should also be changed to maintain the same value of flux. Here we consider two cases: frequency control, stator side frequency control, again classified into two. First one for low frequency operation at a constant voltage, next one for high frequency operation at a constant voltage. Let us take the first one, low frequency operation at a constant voltage. Here frequency value gets decreased, supply voltage V1 maintained at a constant level, but the flux increases. Due to this low frequency operation, the following effects are occurred. The first one, it draws more magnetizing current. Line currents and line voltages are distorted, so core losses and stator copper losses are increased. This method having low efficient, this type of frequency control is not normally used because of above disadvantages. It is very low efficiency method. In the second one, we are increasing frequency. Look at the box. Here supply voltage is constant, frequency value increases, but flux value decreases. When frequency increased, the value of flux decreases. So this is called field weakening mode. The following advantages are happening. The first one, no load speed increases, maximum torque decreases, starting torque reduces, starting current reduces. So many advantages are there. So in these two methods, high frequency operation at constant voltage is always preferred for practical applications. Third one is V by F method. This is also coming under stator side control, voltage by frequency control. It is one of the important speed control method of three-phase induction motor. The increase in the supply frequency increases the motor speed and also reduces the maximum torque of the motor. But the increase in voltage results in an increase in the maximum torque of the motor. So in the first case, maximum torque and the frequency shows inversely proportion, but in the second case, maximum torque and the voltage shows directly proportion. To explain V by F method, we can take speed torque characteristics. In the first one of speed torque characteristics of three-phase induction motor, we have the changes in supply voltage and supply frequency. Let us take the first one. Here V1 and F1 are the parameters for supply voltage and supply frequency. We have lower speed. In the second case, we are maintaining the same voltage but frequency value gets increased. So the speed is increased compared with the previous case. In the third case, frequency maintained at a constant but voltage value gets increased. Here also speed value increased compared with the first case. Students should understand that whatever the changes occurred in the supply voltage and supply frequency, the maximum torque is not constant. With the change in voltage and frequency, maximum torque also gets changed. Look at the second graph. It is also speed torque characteristics of V by F control, but here V by F ratio maintained at a constant. In this case, we have taken three various cases. Whatever the changes in voltage and frequency, there is no change in the maximum torque. So V by F control method, that is variable voltage and variable frequency method, is suitable method compared with the previous two, stator voltage control and stator frequency control. V by F control is very efficient method. In practical cases, this method is preferred more and more. And the last one, pole changing method. Here also we have taken the same equation, Ns is equal to 120 F by P. Here synchronous speed is inversely proportional with the number of poles. If you need to increase the synchronous speed, number of poles should be reduced. If you need to reduce the synchronous speed, number of poles should be increased. This is what we are understanding from this equation. Pole changing method is one of the main method of speed control of an induction motor. This method of controlling the speed by pole changing is used mainly for cage motor, squirrel cage motor, only because the cage rotor automatically develops a number of poles which is equal to the poles of the stator winding. Pole changing method achieved in three various ways. First one, multiple stator winding. Next one, method of consequent poles, and the last one, pole amplitude modulation. I have shown example for finding number of poles. If you take 50 Hz three-phase AC supply, 3000 RPM speed can be taken from two-pole induction motor or one pair of poles. From the nameplate detail itself, we can calculate number of poles easily. If the nameplate detail shows 1500 RPM speed, then we can understand clearly that the machine is related with the 4-pole. If the nameplate detail of three-phase induction motor shows 1000 RPM, then it is very clear that the number of poles on the particular induction motor is 6. For 750 rpm, the number of poles is 8. So pole changing method is very important, where P is inversely proportional with synchronous speed. Thank you all.